Victims of the brutal torture which led to the death of one in Ijibo area of Lagos State have identified some suspects paraded by the police as the perpetrators of the crime. They also recalled the roles they played in the brutality over alleged theft of pepper in Obama Roof Market in Iyano Ijibo. Our correspondent Loretta Chiogo reports that the police force has however instituted a prima facie case against them while declaring them wanted. Faces of the suspects. They are linked with the torturing of 3 women in Ijibo area of Lagos State. The witness of 2 of the victims who survived the ordeal had led to the arrest of the alleged mastermind of the torture, Mr. Isiaka Waidi, popularly known as the Babauja, alongside others. This is the first time they are paraded by the police since their arrest in December last year. The Babauja is the only one the police has given the opportunity to speak. He doesn't seem to deny he demanded some money from the victim's father after the torture of the women accused of stealing 50 naira pepper.
They paid 20,000 to balance 30,000. After 1 month, I went to his house to demand the balance, and the man promised to pay up in 1 month.
He's sharply countered by the youngest of the victims and her mother.
The time that we reach market, let's say where is my money? This man with 1 man, they went to market. They went to my daddy's shop and go and took my money with my daddy. The time that they don't reach market, then I start beating her that I'm not able that they will tell her that she's 15 and they start beating my sister, pouring pepper in her body. Then I told them that please, then that's why my money that you know my money come that they will cut my money's leg. Then I start beating them that please don't cut my money's leg now.
In the meantime, police say some of the suspects are at large.
We've just formally declared them wanted. That itself is a strong investigative process in itself. One of the challenges we're having right now is the fact that we are yet to get the pictures of the suspects. We are appealing to Nigerians. You might have gotten their pictures because they used to be your friends. You might have it in soft copy on your phone. You probably might have known them because you belong to the same religious organization. Even if it is a group photograph that you took with them in the time past, if you bring it to us, we can isolate their own personal picture from the crowd and blow it up.
In fishing out the arrests, we want to encourage the general public who know these people that perpetrated these heinous acts, that as they leave them moving around, let them know that danger looms. And for those who are keeping criminal silence, anytime those people are apprehended, wherever they find them, those people with them will be culpable.
The Inspector General of Police has ordered a comprehensive auditing of different vigilante groups in the country in line with international best practices. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News. And that's all from Abuja. Back to you, Ijoma.
Really, really sad one there, but thanks a lot, Linda, all the way from the federal capital in Abuja. The Ondo State government has announced the death of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Adeshina Samuel Ajayi, representing Odigbo Constituency 2. The State Governor, Olusegun Mimiko, through the office of the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Aderotimi Aderola, described the late Speaker as a bridge builder, a man of integrity, and a reliable team player who placed the interests of the state above personal consideration. The state adds that the death of the Speaker occurred in the early hours of today after a protracted battle with cancer. Well, worried by the poor standard of teaching in Edo State, the State Governor, Adams Oshomole, has ordered a competency test to be conducted on all primary and secondary school teachers in the state, saying that only those who scale through this exercise will be retained. He told participants at this year's Education Summit held in Benin City, that's in the Edo State capital, that consultants would be engaged to ensure that the process is transparent. Although the Nigeria Union of Teachers is against the move, the governor has invited its members for a meeting tomorrow where he is expected to announce the date of the examination and the timetable. A teacher in the state teaching service was unable to read or write when given a verbal test by the governor, Adams Oshomole, sometime last year. Indeed, we move on to business news now. Jope Rogers joins us. Jope.
Thank you so much, Ijoma. Welcome to Business News. Bitflex Communications Limited has emerged winner of the 2.3 gigahertz spectrum band license auctioned by the Nigeria Communications Commission, the NCC, beating national mobile carrier Globacom with a bid of $23.25 million. Executive Vice Chairman of the NCC, Mr. Eugene Joas, said the license designated for commercial use on a national basis will set the stage for broadband internet revolution in Nigeria. Bitflux has 14 working days to pay the bid value as well as 155 million naira for wholesale wireless access service license.
The events for the day began rather slowly at the venue of the auction for the 2.3 gigahertz spectrum broadband in Abuja, but the destination was predetermined. The Nigeria Communications Commission had announced that at all costs, auction between the two bidders, Globacom Nigeria and Bitflux Communications, must commence at 11 a.m. And so, to set events rolling, a number of projections and expectations from the winner of the day's bid were put forward by the Supervising Ministry of Information Technology in Nigeria and the Communications Commission boss.
The winner of today's auction becomes a major player in the scheme of nationwide provision of broadband services.
If we can achieve our targets of a 5-fold increase in broadband penetration by 2017, from 6% to 30%, we will deliver true broadband, a phenomenal 3% increase in GDP.
Bidding commenced at 11 a.m. via an ascending clock auction, with the two bidders separated at 2 points, while those present at the auction watched on via projectors. It was done in 30 minutes, and an announcement by the Executive Vice Chairman elicited great excitement from the winning party.
Glo bidded $23,050,001, while Bitflux in the tiebreaker round bidded $23,251,000.
Our rollout is actually slated for within 3 to 12 months after that, the services will be available to Nigerians.
A successful bid by Bitflux brings in the much-needed variety and competition to broadband in Nigeria. And this new license, when operational, will provide retail service providers and other users with the requisite wholesale wireless access and bandwidth to provide service to their subscribers in line with the National Broadband Plan of 2014. Nigerians can therefore expect better internet services. Omelogo Nadi, Channels Television News.
Well, the sectoral contributions of the alternative securities market to the all-share index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange has until now recorded low performance. Stockbrokers at the NSE believes that the low awareness level of the initiative, even after its relaunch, is the reason for the underperformance. Well, our correspondent Temple Ashaju reports.
Most informal businesses suffer from succession plans.
The major problem which we have in Nigeria today is succession planning in the area of business management, and that's why you've seen businesses crumble in Nigeria.
One of the things we like them to learn is to learn that there are some processes you can put in place. You're able to go on leave, you're able to travel, you're able to do other events, you're able to have vacation like an MD of a bank would do, and then business is going on.
But the Nigerian Stock Exchange provides a solution to this. The alternative securities market, primarily founded for the growth of the informal sector.
This particular board has been on the exchange as far back as 1985. And then it was known as the second tier market. Sometime last year, they had to relaunch
that segment of the market again, and they rename it ASEM, which is Alternative Securities Market.
Since its relaunch, certain requirements for listing have been made easy.
For a company, before you are listed, there are a certain number of shares, let me use that word, that you need to make available to the public. It used to be 25%, now they are made just 15%.
Analysis show that the year-to-date performance of the Alternative Securities Market Index stands at a negative of 0.28%.
What we believe is that from this, the organized private sector of Nigeria's economy will definitely increase beyond the 20% that it currently represents to something we hope will continue to ride on.
Intensified awareness may just be what is needed to deepen this sector for more Nigerian entrepreneurs. Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.
We'll stay with the Nigerian stock market. Bisi Coker joins us now with closing figures.
Hello and welcome to the stock market reports. The Nigeria equities market maintained its northward trend on Tuesday as the all-share index crossed the 39,000 psychological line after appreciating by 1.17% to 39,160.10 points. Market capitalization also rose to 12.57 trillion naira. Mobil led on the gainers list with 2 naira 85 kobo ahead of CAP and FBN Holdings. And on the flip side, Unilever led 17 other stocks on the decliners table. Bank stocks retained their top spot on the volume chart with FBN Holdings pulling 34.36 million units. Volume for the day came in at 409.50 million units for a 4.42 billion naira value in 5,844 deals. And that ends the stock market reports. I am Bisi Coker.
Thank you. See, that's it on Business News on the news at 10. Ijoma returns shortly.